Hi, this is Jerry Mona with Boater Input. In a recent video, I explained how I got stranded on my home lake because of a bad battery. It was the middle of the week. There was no one around me, so I had no way of getting back to the dock. Fortunately, I was able to contact a friend who came and picked me up. So other than wasting a couple of hours, inconveniencing a friend, and the embarrassment of it all, I was pretty lucky how it all turned out. But after that, I learned my lesson. I immediately went to Amazon and bought me one of these, which is a portable battery jump starter. So in today's video, I'm going to do an unboxing of this, show you what it has, what it can do for you, and how to use it. So here is the product that I purchased. It's the NOCO Boost Plus GB40. Now they offer a range of different models for different size engines. The GB40, again, it's for a 12-volt battery. It can deliver 1,000 amps. And this particular model is good to starting engines up to 6-liter gas, 3-liter diesel. And I will provide a link to this in the video description. Now, since my Mercury 150 is a 3-liter engine, this is going to be more than enough power to jumpstart my boat battery. However, my first tip for you is get one of these that's large enough to jumpstart your boat, your car, your tow vehicle, whichever has the biggest engine. And the reason for that is simply you'll want to take this with you on road trips as well, so you don't get stranded on a highway somewhere. Okay, so that's first thing. It comes with a 1-year manufacturer warranty, and I paid around $100 for it at the time of this video. Okay, so now let's take a look at what comes in the box. Okay, so here we'll just open this up real quickly. And the first thing you'll see, of course, is the lithium battery itself. It's about the size of my hand. To give you a better frame of reference, it's a little bit shorter than a Yeti tumbler. Okay, and it looks to be about 2 inches thick. Okay, so that's how big it is. And in addition to that, it obviously comes with jumper cables like this. And these are, I can tell, pretty heavy duty. In fact, you have to squeeze pretty hard to even open them. Okay, so those are pretty good quality. And obviously you would just take the adapter, the end of the plug, you open up the port, the large port on the battery itself, and you just plug it in right there, like so, and that'll be ready to connect to your battery. Now, when you, in addition to that, you obviously have the charging cable, I should say, USB cable. I'll show you how to charge that in just a moment. You have this little accessory plug, and this is handy because you can use this to charge or top off your battery booster on the way to the water. So that's handy. And then the last thing you'll get is this cloth, nice looking cloth carrying bag. Okay, so that's what comes in the box. Now, in order to charge this, what you will do is take the charging cable, the USB charging cable that came with it. And there are 2 ports on one side. One says USB in, then one says USB out. So you'll want to use the USB in port, connect the cable there, and then with the other end, you'll plug it into the adapter that would come with your cell phone or tablet, and then the unit will start to charge. Now, when you first get this, it comes partially charged, and so when you plug it in, you'll see different lights illuminated here, and one of the lights will be flashing to indicate the level of charge from 25% all the way up to 100%. Once it's fully charged, this green light will stay illuminated. Now, in this particular case, I've already charged this fully because I want to show you how to use it here in just a little bit. But just know you need to fully charge your device before you attempt to use it. Now, in addition to be able to bail you out if you get stuck on the water or on land, a couple of nice features about this, additional features about this device that I really like, is that you can use this to boost your portable electronics, say your cell phones, tablets, laptops, that kind of thing. And the way you would do that is, here's a tablet. You take the cord that came with that, your personal electronic device, and then you plug it into the USB out port on the battery, on the booster. Plug it in there. Turn the power button on. Press the button up here. And what that's going to do is it's going to kick on this device. You can see it booting up now. Okay, so that'll boost your electronics. One other feature that I really like about this, which is really handy if you get stuck at night on the water or on the road, is it has a light feature. And so it's got 6 different modes, you know, 3 different levels of brightness. And it's got this SOS mode. It's got a strobe, you know, that kind of thing. So it's got several different modes, which will be handy again if you find yourself stuck on the side of the road. So those are some of the key features. Now I'm going to take you out to the water. We'll show you how to actually use it. Okay, so now I want to show you the process of how to jumpstart a battery that has failed, but the battery itself is not completely dead, meaning it has at least 2 volts. The battery that I'm going to show you in my boat right now is the same one that failed on me a week ago, but it's since has had a charge, so it's not completely dead, but the process is the same nonetheless. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you turn off any electronics that are going to the battery other than your engine. So that would be things like your fish finder, bilge pump, stereo. Make sure those things are turned off or unplugged. That's the first thing. The next thing you want to do is you want to connect your clamps to your battery. So I'm going to set this down so you can see what I'm doing. Hold on. Okay, so here's the battery area of my boat. And this is my starting battery down here. And so I've got the boost in my hand, the NOCO Boost. And then the first thing you want to do is you want to connect the clamps onto the battery post, going with the positive first and then the negative. So I'm going to put the positive clamp on the battery and then the negative. Okay, so make sure those are all on there nice and snug and not going to slip off. Then the next thing you want to do is you push this power button right here, and then watch what happens to the lights up here. So that's what they call chasing. The lights are chasing or oscillating. That's what you want to see. And it may be hard to see, but there's a little white LED here for the boost light. That means it's ready to go. So with that, with the lights chasing, with that's ready to go, that means we're ready to start the engine. So I'll just set this here. And then I'm going to start my engine. Now, once it's started, then you power off the boost here. So the lights are all off. Then you disconnect the clamps in reverse order. So first take off the positive, and then the negative, and that's all there is to it. So the example I just showed you works if your battery has at least 2 volts. But what if your battery is completely dead? Let's say you left some lights on, a stereo on, fish finder on, and your battery is just completely depleted. What do you do then? To help show you, I'm going to use this car battery. This is from my wife's car from a few years ago, completely died. If I put a voltmeter on it, like so, you'll see that it registers. The needle doesn't move. It's completely dead. However, you can still start your battery, even in that situation. So what you do, just like beforehand, is you take your NOCO charger, you put the positive, you connect the positive terminal first, and then the negative as beforehand. Now watch what happens when I power this on. The lights don't chase. They're not oscillating like they did the first time. Okay, and the boost, this little boost light down here, this little LED, which was white beforehand, is not on. That means it's not detecting a battery. What you do in that situation is there's this red exclamation point down here. That is the manual override. And when you do that, it'll allow you to start a very dead battery. Just keep in mind that it disables the safety features, such as the reverse polarization. Okay, so use that with caution, but that can certainly help you out in a pinch. So you press and hold that button for about 3 seconds. Now you see the lights starting to chase once again, and the LED light is flashing, and now you're ready to start your engine like you would otherwise. So that's how you do it if your battery is completely depleted, completely discharged. So as you can see, having a portable jump starter can be a real lifesaver and help you keep from getting stranded, whether on the water or out on the road. If you live on a medium or large lake, or you do a lot of traveling, it's just something that I think everybody should have. One thing to keep in mind, as I mentioned earlier, that when you go to buy one, be sure to get one that's large enough for your boat, car, or truck, whichever has the biggest engine, so that you can use it in all applications. So it's a good thing for everyone to own. And if you have a boater in your life, make a great Christmas gift too. I'll leave a link to the products in the video description. If you use that, you'll be helping me out and help me to produce more content like this. If you liked today's video and you found it helpful, do me a big favor and click on that like button, and be sure to subscribe to my new channel to get my latest insights to help you purchase, equip, and maintain your boat. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I will see you out on the water.